forecast with Chief Meteorologist Wade Hampton.
Well, good afternoon to you on this Thursday. It's a beautiful day outside. Get out and enjoy this evening if you can. Maybe do dinner outside on the patio or something like that to enjoy this low humidity. And make plans for the weekend, too, because it's going to stick around. Temperatures low to mid 80s. We're at 85 degrees here in Lake Charles. Dew point, though, at 54. Yeah, the air is really dry. Remember, the lower that number, the drier it is. And, of course, the humidity is a factor of both the temperature and dew point. So as those get farther apart, the air gets really dry. You may even notice static electricity a little bit as you maybe walk across the carpeted floor and reach for a doorknob or something like that. Sometimes when those humidity levels get down 30% or less, you can definitely see that. Now, speaking of the dry air, look at that. It's not just here, but the entire region, even out over the Gulf of Mexico, the dew point has fallen into the low 60s off the coast of Galveston. Satellite radar, not a whole lot going on anywhere in the state of Louisiana. A few little clouds showing up here and there, but they're not going to produce any rain. Of course, you can see Helene behind me, and we'll get more to the specifics on the hurricane in just a moment. But let's talk about our forecast this evening. The temperatures will be falling quickly after sunset, which is 2 minutes after 7 tonight. Definitely going to be a cool one, at least by late September standards. Nothing bitterly cold, obviously, but upper 50s possible in a couple of spots. I went with 59 for the low in Oakdale, 62 Lake Charles. Even at the coast, I think we'll get down to 67 to start off your Friday morning in Cameron. Now, obviously, once the sun comes up, those temperatures climb quickly. I think low to mid 80s by lunchtime, and those values top out in the mid, maybe even upper 80s. It's possible a few of us could be a degree or two warmer than these numbers, but bottom line, comfortable because the air will stay dry. And that's thanks to high pressure to our west that's going to build into the area, and it's going nowhere anytime soon. That means the upcoming weekend, pretty much a carbon copy. We will gradually moderate or warm up a bit beginning Sunday, but still some pretty nice weather, and I think another front toward the middle part of next week. Quick look at Hurricane Helene, the eye more and more visible. That's a sign of a strengthening hurricane. Thankfully, its time over water is more limited to probably the next 4 to 6 hours, but it still has time to strengthen. There's a look at west central Florida, a band of storms moving across the west coast of Florida. Many of you have asked about my home area. You know that I'm from down in Southwest Florida. Arcadia is about right here. Tornado warning in effect there for storm. You can see the center of circulation, the eye, quite visible on the Tampa radar. Will slide north to the Tallahassee radar. Here's where it's going to go. This black arrow pointing toward the upper coast of the Big Bend region here. That's officially called Appalachia Bay. I'm thinking a landfall somewhere in the vicinity of a community that's called Steinhatchee right here, which interestingly is about where Hurricane Idalia made landfall last year. But this one will be much worse than Idalia, unfortunately. Now, for us, no weather concerns locally. We're looking pretty good in Southwest Louisiana and should stay nice, I think, throughout much of next week, as another cold front will just help to reinforce the nice weather. We may get back to near 90 for a high early next week until that next front arrives, but the humidity should stay low. Certainly the weekend looks fantastic.
Enjoy it now.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Thanks a lot, Wade. And still to come on 7 News.